Welcome back, everybody, on this Wednesday morning. Let's get into the trending topics and see what people are speaking about on social media this morning. Sonar 2022. No surprise there. Obviously, we're going to be seeing all eyes on Cape Town. That'll happen tomorrow as Sonar 2022 is delivered by the president. And yeah, a very, very tough one, and again, a very different one. You know, it may not be online, but it's not in the National Assembly, and that is, for me, I think it's a travesty. I go into this one with a very heavy heart, just knowing the background of what the state of the nation was and what it is now. You know, I know it's at the Cape Town City Hall, but, you know, just the fact that Parliament, how we began this year and saw it up in flames, and, you know, just one hopes that that's not the indication of what's to come. But, you know, it really is. It's not that same sense that one would have had in previous years, but it is happening tomorrow, not in its usual home, but in Cape Town nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you know, they say there are only two constants in life, death and change.
Yeah.
So this is the change we talk about. Things will always change. And remember, in the past 2 years, we had the virtual Sonar. So things are definitely a change.
And people still saying, why isn't this one virtual either? But then the response from government, we need to show a united front and all come together. So I don't know about that. I think that 4 million rand could have been used in a better way. But nonetheless, it's going ahead, it's happening. It will be broadcast live. I think, is it at 6 o'clock tomorrow night? Does it begin at 6 o'clock tomorrow night? Usually a bit later, or is it
the actual address? But of course, there's
all
the pomp and ceremony that precedes it. But yeah, tomorrow evening, as usual, we will be there, making sure that we bring all of that to you. And that's our question of the day, also relates to Sonar. We'll come to that in a little while. The next one, hashtag please call me. And this, of course, once again, the Nkosana Makate case back in court, him and Vodacom. And, you know, this is what people always tell you. When you go up against huge corporations, they will drag things out in court forever and a day. And the odds in that way are stacked against the small guy. But of course, the court, once again, another victory in the courts for Makate. The court saying the 47 million that Vodacom is offering, no, go look at that offer again. And, you know, it's anybody's guess at this point in terms of just how much that invention is worth.
This is a lot of money. I mean, let's just talk about that. So the court has actually said that Nkosana is entitled to 5% of the total voice revenue generated from the microtext service from March 2001 to March 2021. Please, in your mind, imagine how much that is going to be. I mean, this is, I think in revenue, just Vodacom has earned about 70 billion rand from that. So
5% of that.
Imagine. And that's just an estimate. I mean, if he could walk away with about 10 billion, perhaps? A few billion?
Yeah, because they were trying to go with 5 years, did Vodacom. And the court's like, no, go back.
20 years.
Go and relook that. So
yeah, good on him.
He must be smiling,
wow.
Just waiting for it to eventually come to an end.
Exactly.
And then the next one, hashtag Action SA.
Well, this party seems to be getting lots of big names to come into its fold.
No surprise.
No surprise here.
At least not for me.
No.
I was expecting the likes of Ethel Trollop.
Yeah.
The one that surprised me was Musi Maimane, who didn't join. But all the rest, Bongani Baloyi.
You never know what will happen between now. You know that. We've
this
spoken
is
about
true,
it.
but right off the bat, I didn't quite understand. That took me by surprise that they didn't actually come together when they left the DA. But of course, Ethel Trollop, the latest to join.
Yes, Action SA really putting in a big move for 2024. They really are. So let's see what goes on. But Ethel Trollop certainly a very highly placed politician in terms of experience and, you know, the way he speaks, the way he's done things. So yeah, I think that was the big news coming out of Action SA yesterday. And then Maguire, I leave it to you.
Harry Maguire, poor Harry Maguire. Man United, of course, playing Burnley last night, and they drew 1-1. The first goal was chalked off by Varane, and Harry Maguire was ruled to be offside. And then, of course, Burnley equalised. And people saying, well, you see, Harry Maguire not only denies Varane a goal, but he also denies him a clean sheet by allowing that goal to go through. But poor Harry Maguire has become the whipping boy at Man United of late. You know, whenever they lose, people talk about the £80 million price tag against his name, and some saying this is the worst signing ever for Man United, and people wanting him to be stripped of the captaincy of the team, and of course also for Man United to get rid of poor Harry Maguire. Poor Harry Maguire.
Okay, there we go. Poor Harry Maguire. Let's leave it there.